Every second, thousands of songs are streamed on Spotify. Every day, people listen for millions of hours. But despite all those streams, you've probably heard artists say they barely make any money. So here's the question. If artists earn so little, how has Spotify become a company worth billions of dollars? Today, we're breaking down Spotify's business model, where the money actually goes, and why one of the biggest music companies in the world still struggles to make consistent profits. Let's get into it. Before Spotify, buying music meant purchasing CDs or downloading songs one by one from stores like iTunes. Then piracy exploded. Millions of people were downloading music illegally through sites like LimeWire and the Pirate Bay, costing the music industry billions. In 2008, Spotify launched with one simple idea. What if music became a subscription instead of a product? Instead of paying £10 for one album, users could pay one monthly fee and access millions of songs instantly. It completely changed how the world listens to music. Today, Spotify has hundreds of millions of active users across more than 180 countries. Spotify has two main sources of income. The first is Spotify Premium. Users pay a monthly subscription to remove ads, download music offline, and enjoy better sound quality. This subscription business generates the majority of Spotify's revenue. The second source is advertising. Free users listen to ads between songs, and companies pay Spotify to reach those listeners. So every time someone upgrades to Premium or listens to an advert, Spotify earns money. But here's where things get interesting. Spotify doesn't get to keep most of it. This is the part most people don't understand. When you pay Spotify for your subscription, that money doesn't go straight to your favorite artist. Instead, Spotify pools the money it earns from subscriptions and advertising. From that pool, a large share is paid to music rights holders. Those rights holders include record labels, music publishers, distributors, songwriters, artists. Spotify doesn't decide exactly how much every artist gets paid. It pays the companies that own or manage the music rights, and then those companies distribute the money based on contracts and ownership. That's why two artists with the same number of streams can earn very different amounts. You've probably heard claims that Spotify only pays a tiny amount per stream. The truth is, there isn't one fixed payment per stream. The amount depends on several factors, including which country the listener is in, whether they use Premium or the free version, the total revenue Spotify earns, rights ownership, and contracts. For many artists, millions of streams are needed before they see significant income. Independent artists often keep a larger share because they own more of their rights. Artists signed to major labels may receive a smaller percentage after labels, publishers, managers, and others take their agreed shares. This is why many musicians rely on concerts, merchandise, sponsorships, and brand deals to make most of their money. Streaming is often just one piece of the puzzle. Here's the surprising part. Spotify generates billions in revenue every year, but it also has enormous expenses. The biggest cost is music royalties. Every time someone presses play, Spotify owes money to rights holders. On top of that, Spotify spends heavily on technology, servers, employees, marketing, research and development, podcasts, and audiobooks. So, although the company brings in huge amounts of money, a large portion goes straight back out. Its goal is to keep growing its subscriber base while finding new ways to increase revenue and improve profitability over time. Spotify isn't trying to become just a music app anymore. It's investing in podcasts, audiobooks, AI-powered recommendations, personalized playlists, and tools for creators. The company wants users to spend more time on the platform, making subscriptions even more valuable. The longer people stay, the more opportunities Spotify has to grow. Spotify transformed the music industry forever. It gave listeners instant access to millions of songs and helped reduce music piracy around the world. But it also created one of the biggest debates in modern music. How should artists be paid in the streaming era? Whether you think Spotify pays artists fairly or not, one thing is certain. It built one of the most influential businesses in the world by changing how we all listen to music. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.